22 air rifle shots. And we're gonna do it in 20 minutes. 22 shots, 20 minutes, and then we'll rearrange for our final.
Yeah, if you have a ruler, it's gonna get stepped on. You're gonna have to move it. So, or you can just go without.
That's what I've been doing.
Be rebels.
I'm such a rebel.
Just wing it. It is Thursday morning. It's 7:30. We're all here. We're excited to be here. And we're working towards shooting against Akron on Saturday. So it's like 2 days away till match day. It's a drill that we're doing this morning because we have them here as a group. And so they're starting their sighting and prep 15 minutes just like they would for the match. So that's kind of like a little bit of preparation for that. And then we're gonna mix it up and put some stress on them so that they get that competitive feeling.
Solid, very solid. Good center X.
The more we can get them out of their comfort zone, the better. Because on match day, you know, the energy's higher, everything's amped up, and you're already out of your comfort zone because you're thinking about things like differently. So if we can force distractions in practice, it only helps them be able to refocus when it comes match day.
Polka medley.
Yeah. So the next tiebreaker goes to Sarah Emery, number 2. Allie, you're on 3. 4 is Jess. 5 is Nicole. 6 is Nadia. Sarah Soroka, you're on 7. This will serve as your, when the music stops, it's time to shoot. Jess, you're gonna stay there. 3 is Sarah Emery. 4 is Nicole. 5 is Kristen.
I get to move.
You get to move. And 7 is Nadia. Well, because sometimes you can't mimic in practice those, like, you know, shots that you don't call or whatever, or, you know, so this kind of gives them the opportunity of, they see the shots that they don't necessarily want to have, and they have to deal with that. They have to make it better. They have to, you know, get back on track with that. And I mean, you know, whoever started on 5 started off really well, and the people that go to 5 seem to continue that. So I think that just proves that you got to get off on a good start to keep it going.
I have to make up for some of these, but that's okay.
What do you got here? What were you left with?
Some 9s and some 8s, but that's okay because I left an 8 on the one down there, so.
You inherited scores?
Yeah.
What do you got?
A 26.
What would you have liked to have inherited?
Well, I shot a 30, so I wish I could stay at my point.
And the winner is Nadia.
Yes! Yes!
Nice job, Nadia.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Those last 3 shots really put you over because it was really, really close.
Like the academy.
You were able to take the 6th position and overtake number 5 because 5 held it pretty much the entire drill. So good job.
Yes. Wow, that's beautiful.
Good job. We really worked on small bore a lot. That has been our main focus for this entire year because it's kind of been a weak spot for us. So we were really working on our slings and working on just different aspects of small bore. We did a lot of pressure drills throughout the week so that they could get used to the match pressure. I mean, they're already used to the match pressure, but you know, just to make it a little bit more intense for them so that they didn't have any, you know, there were no distractions come Saturday. We were excited, you know, going into the day. And small bore, we struggled just a little bit right out the gate. Kneeling didn't go as well as we had wanted it to. They've been shooting much better in practice.
Kind of a slower start than what I wanted it to be. My kneeling was a little rough and few points below. And I think what I struggle with is because a couple weeks ago, I shot a 197 in kneeling, and so now I expect that every time, but it's kind of hard to, you know, do that every single time since it was a personal best. My first shot out of my sighters was a 6, which is awful. And so I was like, all right, here we go. Just gotta work with this from here. And so it was kind of a struggle to keep that on the boat, but I just hung on as best as I could and tried making it work.
Prone was good. We kind of rebounded just a little bit there. Standing, we kind of held our own a little bit, but it just wasn't enough to overtake Akron. But you know, halftime we basically told them, hey, we're down, but we're not down by that much. We can certainly come back. Small bore wise, it's not our best score. It's not our worst score. It's just a kind of an okay day. We have a 4-point deficit right now going into air rifle, so that's all they got on us. We were able to make up 13 points in standing.
Nice.
Prone was good.
Oh yeah.
Good
Their
job,
prone was good as well. So we were still 17 points down going into standing, but we made up 13 of those 17 points over their standing.
Whoa.
So that's awesome. And it makes me feel good about going into air rifle. It's really important that they stay focused on that exact moment, because that's the moment that you want to capture when you shoot the target. Like you want to stay in that one moment just for that one fleeting second, and then you can let it go.
Well, Coach talks about being here in the moment. It's basically like to live in the moment of the day and to forget about everything else that's happened and just to focus on that match that happens that day.
Also play into just literally every moment by every day. Like instead of worrying about what I did on my exam yesterday and then worrying about what I needed to do to like focus on today to get ready for the next one. And then when it comes to like shooting wise, it's the same thing. It's a matter of worrying about the shot that you're on right then and now rather than worrying about, for example, like the 6 I had shot the shot before, or worrying about what I could potentially shoot in the next few shots.
Once the shot is on paper, then you can relax. But until then, you really have to stay in it and pay attention to what you're doing so that, you know, it goes where you want it to go. Where are we?
Here.
What time is it?
Now.
Huddle up.
1, 2, 3. Present.
The adjustments we made going into the second half, we were basically just more focused, and we knew that we were only like, I don't even know how many points behind, but we knew that we had to focus and we knew we could finish strong.
Because I knew that he's got some really strong shooters, but I knew that mine were really great at standing, and they're really good standing shooters. So I knew that we could probably capture some of that back, and I thought if we could get a little bit more going, you know, out of standing, then that gives us hope for air rifle. 60-shot air rifle, 1 hour, 15 minutes, start.
When I find out that we're only, we're so close, but we're not quite there, I personally end up feeling really bad because, for example, like if I went to have shot that 6 this weekend on my first shot, right there was 4 points. So for me, it's a big, not really guilt, but I just feel like I let them down sometimes in a way.
I mean, we were fairly, I think, evenly matched. Even though there's a big gap, I think, between us and them in the rankings, we have been shooting about what they've been shooting in the last couple matches. So it was a pretty even match. You know, I was just kind of hoping it would come out in our favor.
We're definitely a growing team. And, we plan to keep growing as far as like bringing in more recruits and more freshmen for next year. And it's very much a developmental team, I want to say. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because we're going to come out of the water and they're not going to see us coming at all.